I want you to fill in the story of the rest of the beginning of the universe. God, spiritual matter, impact on material matter.
Okay, so 2 questions. All right.
Go ahead.
All right, your question, where did God come from, assumes that you're thinking of the wrong, obviously it displays that you're thinking of the wrong God, because the God of the Bible is not affected by time, space, or matter. If he's affected by time, space, or matter, he's not God. Time, space, and matter is what we call a continuum. All of them have to come into existence at the same instant, because if there were matter but no space, where would you put it? If there were matter and space but no time, when would you put it? You cannot have time, space, or matter independently. They have to come into existence simultaneously. The Bible answers that in 10 words. In the beginning, there's time. God created the heaven, there's space, and the earth, there's matter. So you have time, space, matter created, a trinity of trinities there. Just, time is past, present, future. Space has length, width, height. Matter has solid, liquid, gas. You have a trinity of trinities created instantaneously. And the God who created them has to be outside of them. If he's limited by time, he's not God. The guy who created this computer is not in the computer. He's not running around in there changing the numbers on the screen, okay? The God who created this universe is outside of the universe. He's above it, beyond it, in it, through it. He's unaffected by it. So the concept that he...
Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Baharachakbadash. I'm going to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS who have taught us this word and teach us this word today. And I want to give a salutation unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the brother Yatazakba with the GMS Nebraska camp. And in this lesson, I wanted to, go into, that video that I just played at the beginning and speak on, the nature of the Most High, the nature of the Most High Yahweh. As a matter of fact, let's start off with Exodus chapter 3 and start at verse 13. It says, "And Moses said unto the Most High, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel and shall say unto them, The power of your fathers hath sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, What is his name? What shall I say unto them? And the Most High said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am hath sent me unto you." And this is where we get the breakdown and the understanding of Yahweh's name. When you break it down, he said, I am. So when we refer to the Most High, we his name is Yahweh. Yah meaning he, and Hawa meaning to be or to exist. And what the name conveys is that the Most High he is everything. He is in everything. And the way that the guy at the beginning explained it was a beautiful explanation, that he is before and after time. He is, he is in everything. He is, as a matter of fact, I have a scripture that can convey what I'm trying to say much better than my words can convey it. Let's go to Colossians chapter 3, verse... no, this isn't it. Colossians... Let me see. Colossians 1 and verse 16. It says, "For by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him." And so when we read in Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, when it says, "In the beginning God created heaven and earth," that God right there, when you go into the Hebrew, it's Elohim, it's the powers. It was Yahweh Shai, who is, the Lord, who is the leader of the operation of making everything with. And what I mean by that is Yahweh Shai was the head spirit, and then you had the angels and the 144,000, creating everything underneath him. But the one that made the blueprint, the one that had the idea for everything to come and to exist and to, and to be, was the Most High Yahweh. Because he created the spirits that he enlisted to create what he had envisioned and planned, and it just shows, it is, you have to be spiritual to look at it, and this is why Esau can't wrap his head around the existence of the Most High, or why he feels as if he can rival the existence of the Most High, because, when you look at the caption of that video, that was a debate that a science believing guy had with a religious, man, a man that believed in the Most High. But you have these scientists, and they'll be atheists. They'll, be against the idea of the Most High, or believe that they don't need the Most High because they can't, put their finger on how the Most High came to be, or they can't pin the Most High down with their understanding of science. But the Most High is beyond our understanding. When we read verse 17, it says, and he is before all things, and by him all things consist. We're talking about a power that is holding everything together. We're talking about a power that, created the system of our body, this intricate system. We're talking about a power that created the ecosystems of the world, and put a purpose for every single thing on this planet to be the way that it is. We're talking about a power that has everything written, and every single one of our lives before us, he already knows how it's going to go because he wrote it to go that way. And you have Esau, who is trying to come along and discredit it or try to understand it. And there's some things that are just beyond our understanding. That's why I have the scripture. Let's get Sirach chapter 3 and verse 21, which says, seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. Because there are certain things that is not for us to understand it, or to try and, some things just are the way that they are. And one of those things is the Most High. He is that he is. And to try and pin him down by science, or try to understand understand how he came to be, or who he is, that's above our strength. That's not for us to be trying to get down. And so Esau, being the man that he is, as a matter of fact, let's get Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4, which gives a description of the type of man that we're dealing with Esau, which says, Habakkuk 2 and 4, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. The just, the Israelites, the elect, even the Israelites that aren't of the elect, because it says that, you have Israelites that have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. You have a lot of Israelites that are in the church, that they can understand the concept of an omnipotent power. And it's because, Jake is spiritual, but Esau doesn't have that same mind, which, that guy in the video appeared to be an Edomite. He had a very good, explanation of this topic. It could be that he may not have been an Edomite. Who knows? But when we talk about these elite of Esau, these Edomites that are trying to bring about this new world order, that are trying to bring about the MOTB, that your Noah Yuval Hararis that say that you don't need God, that we can be gods. That's what it means when it says the soul which is lifted up in him is not upright. Because he can't see things spiritually. He can't understand the almighty power of the Most High, that he just is, that everything just consists by him. Let's grab Isaiah chapter 55 verse 8, which says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. And unless you understand this, then you won't, that's why Esau gets the idea that, he can mimic the Most High's power. This is why he wants total control. This is why Esau wants total surveillance. This is why he wants to put a chip in everybody, because he wants to be able to surveil and control everybody and have ownership over the human race, have ownership over humankind the way that the Most High does. But what he doesn't understand is that everything Esau does in his effort to mimic the Most High, it's all inferior to what the Most High has created. Everything that Esau brings about, all his technology, while he may look at something in its, at its base level of it and mimic it, he can copy DNA, or he can, put an MOTB in everybody and surveil them, all these different things. What he doesn't understand is that it's inferior to the Most High. What he doesn't understand is that the Most High is allowing him to do it. Because man's goings are of the Most High. But what does the scripture say? I believe it's Isaiah 47:1. No, that's not it. Or it might be it. Let me see. Yep. Isaiah 47:10. It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it had perverted thee." And what is some of their wisdom and knowledge? Well, the science, the knowledge that the Lord has allowed them to amass in their power. The scriptures say that thou art wiser than Daniel, because, you know, Esau has accomplished a diligent search. Esau does have a high level of wisdom, but his wisdom on the left hand side, and it has perverted him, or twisted, or let's grab that word perverted real fast. Strong's 870-725, which is Shawab, which says to return, turn back, to turn back, return. Let's see, to turn back from the Most High, apostatize, to turn away of the Most High, to turn. Yeah, so basically, you're turning away from the Most High. You're going the wrong way. It's perverted him so that he thinks that, through his science, he can mimic the Most High or do things better than the Most High has done them. That he can take the Most High's creation and improve it. But everything that the Most High has created is in perfection. Everything serves its purpose the way that it's supposed to serve. And that's why this earth is in shambles the way that it is. That's why the earth is lamenting. Why? Because Esau has tainted the earth by putting his hand in everything and polluting everything. And Esau is destroying the world, thinking that he has what it takes to make the world better. It says, thy wisdom and thy knowledge have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. So Salaki, my sinuses are a bit, clogged right now. So Salaki for that. But I just want to make this video real fast and speak a couple words based off of the video I played at the beginning, because it was a beautiful explanation. The Lord is outside of time, space, and matter. All those things consist by the Lord. The metaphor that he gave to where a person who creates a computer, a running system, he's not inside that computer making everything happen the way that it is. He is outside the operation of that computer. And it would be silly for that computer to try to understand its creator with the knowledge that that computer has, because its creator is outside of the realm of knowledge that that computer holds. The creator of that computer is outside of that computer's world, so to speak, and that's the Most High. He is outside of this realm. He is before time. He is before existence as we know it. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahar Chakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS, and a salutation unto the elect. Shalom.